Imagine a version of you that wakes up every morning with a fire inside your chest. While the world sleeps, you build habits that only legends follow. Imagine controlling your mind before your mind controls your life. Imagine becoming so powerful, so disciplined, so unstoppable that even your past self would be terrified of you. This is not motivation. This is transformation. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Club, a system followed by billionaires, elite performers, top CEOs, world-class athletes, and anyone who wants to rewrite their destiny. If you listen till the end, I promise your relationship with mornings and with yourself will never be the same again. The story begins with a painterly sunrise over a city still wrapped in darkness. A tired and frustrated entrepreneur sits in a conference hall, attending a seminar she didn't want to attend. Her business is failing, her confidence is collapsing, and her life feels like it's slipping through her fingers. Beside her sits an artist, talented, creative, but broken inside. He paints beauty, yet lives in chaos, anxiety, and mental fog. Both of them are trapped, drowning silently in their own battles. And then, a strange, old, almost homeless-looking man walks into the seminar. Nobody knows him. Nobody expects him. But the way he talks, the way he carries himself, something is different. He starts dropping wisdom bombs like he knows their hearts better than they do. You can be a victim of your past, he says softly, or a master of your future. The entrepreneur rolls her eyes. The artist frowns, but something inside them wakes up. After the seminar, the old man invites them to a secret meeting the next morning at 5 a.m. Both hesitate. Both are tired, but something tells them they should go. Next morning, half asleep, they arrive, only to discover that this strange man is actually a billionaire, living a life of extraordinary calm, discipline, and creativity. Not because he was born lucky, but because he built himself using one ritual. A ritual at 5 a.m. He takes them to his private beach, where the sun is just beginning to touch the sky, and says, "Own your morning. Elevate your life." This is where the true training begins. The billionaire reveals the 20-20-20 formula, the science of habit building, and the psychological wiring behind peak performance. But before method, he rewires their mindset. The mindset of greatness. He tells them, most people don't rise because they don't believe they can. You are powerful beyond measure, but your potential is buried under distraction, fear, and excuses. He explains how the world has slowly turned into an environment of noise, phones, notifications, social media, comparison, addiction to pleasure, addiction to validation. And without even realizing it, people spend their lives reacting instead of creating. But if you win the morning, he smiles, you win the day. If you win the day, you win the week. If you win the week, you win the month. And if you win the month, you change your life. He teaches them the neuroscience behind early rising, how the quiet hours of the morning activate the prefrontal cortex, responsible for focus, creativity, and self-control, and how the world's greatest achievers protect the early hours because interruptions are zero, distractions are zero, and discipline is maximum. Then he says one line that becomes the backbone of the whole journey. Your morning reveals your future. The 20-20-20 formula, the heart of the 5 a.m. Club. In the silence of the morning, he explains, move, 5 o'clock to 5:20 a.m. The first 20 minutes must be intense movement, sweating hard. Why? Because heavy sweating releases dopamine, serotonin, and BDNF, the brain chemical that grows your brain cells and sharpens mental clarity. Your stress melts. Your fears lose power. Your brain becomes sharper than 95% of people still sleeping. 2. Reflect. 5:20 to 5:40 a.m. The second 20 minutes is for reflection, meditation, gratitude, visualization, journaling, because the mind needs silence to grow. This is where you design your day instead of reacting to it. 3. Grow. 5:40 to 6 a.m. The final 20 minutes is your golden window. Reading, learning, studying, feeding your mind richer thoughts, because the person who learns daily rises daily. The billionaire explains that this hour shapes the next 23 hours, and the next 23 hours shape the life. The habit loop, 66 days to transformation. Then he reveals the truth nobody wants to hear. Waking up early is not easy. Transformation is painful. Leaving your comfort zone hurts. But pain is the doorway to power. He explains the 66-day habit installation cycle. Phase 1. Destruction. Days 1 to 22. Old habits fight back. Your body resists. Your mind screams. Your comfort zone pulls you down. You feel tired, irritated, uncomfortable. This is normal. This is necessary. This is proof that you are breaking the old you. Phase 2. Installation. Days 23 to 44. Now the real battle begins. This is the messy middle, the hardest part. Most people quit here, but legends push through. Your system rewires. Your identity changes. Phase 3. Integration. Days 45 to 66. Suddenly, waking up is natural. Discipline feels normal. Your mind becomes sharper. Your body becomes stronger. You become who you always wanted to be. And once the habit is installed, it becomes effortless. The billionaire looks at them with a quiet intensity and says, "Small daily progress, when done consistently, becomes a masterpiece." The twin cycles of elite performance. He then teaches them the secret that most people ignore. Peak performance is not working nonstop. Peak performance is balancing work with recovery. He explains the high excellence cycle. 1. Intense focused work. 2. Deep recovery. 3. Creative breakthroughs. 4. Repeat. Just like muscles grow during rest, the mind grows during silence. Battle within, destroying your old self. As days pass, the entrepreneur and the artist start waking up early, following the system, practicing discipline. But their old wounds come back. Fear, doubt, insecurity. The billionaire reminds them, every person has 4 interior empires. 1. Mindset, your thoughts. 2. Heart set, your emotional life. 3. Health set, your physical energy. 4. Soul set, your spiritual peace. He teaches them that greatness is not a single mountain. It's 4 mountains, and only when all 4 rise together, a human becomes und. The transformation begins. Slowly, the entrepreneur becomes bolder, clearer, more confident. Her business improves because her leadership improves. The artist becomes more creative, more expressive, more disciplined. His talent finally shines because his self-doubt fades. They begin noticing life differently. Better mornings, better thoughts, better decisions, better performance, better relationships. The billionaire smiles and says, "Your lifestyle is your life's message, and the way you start your day is the way you live your life." The final lesson, the legacy of greatness. Towards the end, he reveals the last truth. The world is full of people living small. But you were not born to be average. You were born to be legendary. He tells them that legacy is not built by chance. Legacy is built by ritual, by discipline, by a commitment to rise when others sleep, to grow when others waste time, to build yourself when others complain. And then he says the final line that becomes the soul of the book. It is not just about waking up at 5 a.m. It is about waking up as the person you always wanted to be. The sun rises, the story ends, but their new lives begin. Closing CTA for your video. If this story and its lessons inspired you, like this video, share it with someone who needs this message, and subscribe for more powerful summaries and life-changing knowledge. Tell me in the comments which part of the 5 a.m. club hit you the hardest.